Welcome to another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and I'm here to bring you all the latest news in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It's Thursday, August 13th, 2015, and let's get to it. A few weeks removed from a very impressive 5th place finish at the USA Championships, it looks like Big Russ Allen is already back on the grind. The NPC Junior National Super Heavyweight Champ brought what may have been his best package to date in Vegas, but just didn't have quite enough to push into title contention. Allen recently posted some progress photos 4 weeks out from making another run at his pro card at the upcoming North American Championships. According to Allen, he's currently sitting at a cool 238 pounds and just beginning to ramp things back into high gear. If he can manage to bring in a bigger, fuller look this time around, he may leave Pittsburgh with a brand new pro card in hand. A few weeks removed from his big win at the NPC Teen Nationals, 19-year-old bodybuilding sensation Mohamed Aburajouh is still looking sharp. Recently, photos surfaced of this year's Teen National champ who appears to be taking full advantage of his post-contest rebound. Aburajouh easily dominated a tough field of competitors and looked like a man amongst boys on the stage. But if he hopes to follow in the footsteps of former 3-time Teen National champ Cody Montgomery and make a giant splash on the USA stage around this time next year, he can't afford to slacken the leash because the competition certainly won't. It seems like you can't mention the terms aesthetic or classical bodybuilding anymore these days without invoking the name Calum von Moger. The 25-year-old multi-time Mr. Universe champion is quickly becoming a household name amongst bodybuilding fans. And it isn't hard to see why. Over the weekend, Van Moger leaked a little bit of video from a recent leg training session, giving his fans a sneak peek at how he builds his championship wheels. At the moment, Van Moger might be the biggest star in the sport that doesn't make his bones in the IFBB. And should he ever decide to test the deep waters that we call home, it'll be interesting to see how he holds up against an ocean of hungry great whites that would love nothing more than to sink their teeth into some fresh meat. It looks like Bethany Cisternino is pulling out all the stops on her way to making a return trip to the Olympia stage. Cisternino released some leg training footage earlier this week where we see the Arnold Brazil champ putting in some serious work. In each of her last 4 Olympia appearances, Cisternino has steadily improved her placing, highlighted by last year's 4th place finish. And given the success we've already seen her have this year, there's no reason to think that her upward trend won't continue, which would land her squarely in the top 3, right in the thick of title contention. Just 2 weeks removed from narrowly missing out on earning his IFBB Pro card at the USA Championships, rising super heavyweight sensation Sergio Oliva Jr. still looks like he's keeping his foot on the gas. Oliva took the USA Championship stage as arguably the most improved athlete in the entire show, silencing many of his critics that claimed his accolades fell well short of his achievements. But given the dramatic improvements that we saw of him on stage and the work ethic he clearly seems to be bringing to the table, it seems like it's only a matter of time before the son of the myth lands himself on an IFBB stage and starts carving out a legacy of his own. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.